Hello, Green Owls, Dee Dee here, and I am taking a considered look at the aces in my current favorite decks, the decks I'm using right now. So, for me, the ace can represent an opportunity. It can also be the commencement of a cycle. For simplicity's sake, a beginning. But I think that the beginning of a cycle can be positive or negative. An opportunity is usually more positive. It all depends on context. This is the Tarot Familiar's Ace of Cups. It has an owl on it, and we are in love. There you go. Then the Steampunk Tarot, Ace of Cups, and this ace I get an early autumn feel from it. It's still kind of summerish, but officially autumn, and I think this is about embracing your emotions. And we have the Ace of Chalices, aka Cups, and this is from the Green Witch Tarot. And this is about, for me, just staying connected, embracing an opportunity when it comes along. This Ace of Cups is from the Modern Spellcaster. There's a lot of imagery in here. And so for me, this is completely about deep emotions, turbulent emotions. There's water and mountains and flowers, fish. It's a very deeply emotional card. Then we have the Ace of Cups from the Luminous Spirit Tarot. This is the Ace of Cups, and this has just emotional joy. It's love. That's what it's doing. So this is specifically for me calling joy. And then we have the Ace of Cups from the Fountain Tarot. And this card is about beginning love, beginning romance. Completely. The Ace of Cups from the Wild Unknown Tarot. For me, this is about being content. And it's less about turbulent emotions. This is contentment. Ace of Cups from the Cosmic Tribe Tarot. And this is a deeply connected, joyous image. Ace of Cups. This is the final Ace of Cups from the OG Mythic Tarot. And this cup could not be more pronounced, and it's detailed. Look at all the filigree carved into this cup, this chalice, this vessel. This is just emotional overload. So there are my aces, my favorite ace. I have to pick one, right? So it is one of these two. Fountain or Wild Unknown. I think I'm gonna go Fountain, Wild Unknown, Contentment. Beginnings, emotions, contentment. That's what I get from that. That's what I want to be, content. Okay. And we have the swords, the Aces of Swords. This is the Tarot Familiar. And for me, swords are, they're a air connection, elemental air. They are about being mindful and considering opportunities that come up. They are also associated with spring on the Year of the Wheel. For me, swords, athame, blades, those images are about power dynamics, power exchange, and whether you're giving power or receiving power, or under someone else's power, you still have to be honest with yourself. And so that's the root of it, is being honest with yourself. And here is the Ace of Swords from Steampunk. This is just powerful. Everything here is powerful. You know, this from the Green Witch is being mindful of the responsibilities, because this field mouse cannot use his blade. He aspires to the blade. He's mindful of its presence, but it can't really use it. There is no power exchange for him. He is under the power. This is from Modern Spellcasters, and this is such a strong ace. We have the effigy, or the fire wolf, this stunningly broad sword forged in flames, and you know that there's power going on with this. Just power, power, power. And Luminous Spirit, Ace of Swords. We've got Crown. We've got an olive crown also. So we've got a metallic crown and a natural crown. We've got the sword, and we've got indications of getting to the core of yourself. For me, skeletons and skulls are about getting to the real truth of yourself. That I don't see them as negatives or death. It's really just stripping everything away to what you are, who you are. This is the Ace of Swords from the Fountain Tarot, and this reminds me of, and it's probably, I would say, maybe intended to, the blazing blue twin tower lights that have been used in various memorials of 9/11 at various years, where the two blue spotlights went up into the air. Whereas this one has the sword, which gives me a sense of spotlight against two building looking structures. So I get from this being mindful of your impact on the world, and you know, things can change quickly. Wild Unknown, Ace of Swords. We have lightning. We have the Osubur. Oh, I can't think of the word. Anyway, the snake that eats its tail. Again, this is all about power exchange and being mindful of what's going on. Ace of Swords from the Cosmic Tribe. The hilt of this sword has some gold gilding, but the the end of the sword, usually where a crystal would sit, or a stamp or an insignia to keep your hand from slipping off, is an all-seeing eye. And we've got a crown out of energy balls or some such thing. So this is about accepting, I think, accepting that you have no power. I think you get a lot of divine intervention with this. And finally, Ace of Swords from the OG Mythic Tarot. And we have our goddess here all ready for battle. And she's not taking any shiz from anybody. You know, she knows her position and she's standing up for herself. So those are the Aces of Swords, which is my favorite Ace of Swords. That is my favorite Ace of Swords from the Modern Spellcaster. So there we go. Set that aside. Next, whoops. All right, next we're gonna do the wands. All right, so here are the wands. My cloth slipped. Okay. Tarot Familiars, Ace of Wands, cat imagery. The wands are about fire and ambition, so this cat is gaining knowledge for ambition. Wands are about the summer months. Being strong-willed is an important signifier that comes off an Ace of Wands. Can also be about your chosen career or passions. And for me, tied in with passions is creative passion, and when inspiration strikes. So this is saying, you know, take this and run with it. So Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands from Steampunk. And this carries the fire and ambition literally. This Ace of Wands from the Green Witch Tarot. It gives us summer. We have ripe cherries. We have the summer sky, glorious sunrise or sunset, unclear. So that's where I get with that. This Ace of Wands from the Modern Spellcaster. This is all about summer and inspiration for me. Ace of Wands from the Luminous Spirit Tarot. Ace of Wands here is about fire, ambition, and to carry this Ace of Wands that is a light is going to help guide your way through your career. There is the Fountain Tarot, Ace of Wands, and this is all about fire, light, summer, inspiration, inspo. It's full of inspo. Ace of Wands from the Wild Unknown. Again, fire, summer, and a radiant, you can almost see the thought happening here. It's just blah. Ace of Wands from the Cosmic Tribe. Whereas the sword in this deck has the eye element at the base of the sword, the Ace of Wands surrounded by fire as a serpent for knowledge. This all-seeing eye is keeping an eye on things. It's making sure that your will is followed. And the Ace of Wands in the OG Mythic Tarot. And this is about will, strength of will, 100%. Getting what you want. Now, my favorite Ace of Wands. I'm gonna go with the Green Witch Tarot. This is about summer and inspiration, fire. And it's perfect for me right now. Perfect! And the fourth suit, the pence, the coins, the discs. Alright, this is the Ace of Pentacles from the Tarot Familiar. Pentacles is earthly, yet materialistic. It's the dichotomy of nature versus nurture is very winter driven. Hence you've got the blue icy theme on this card. I always think of home, money, health, hearth. So that's what I think of when I'm looking at an Ace of Pentacles. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles from Steampunk Tarot. And this I see as being about home and hearth and nurture. Ace of Pentacles from the Green Witch Tarot. So this is definitely home and money and nature. Money because this farmer has a lot of animals in his herd, so he's prosperous. And he's had enough to build a wall to protect. So home, prosperity, hearth. He's totally prepared for winter. Then we have an Ace of Pentacles from the Modern Spellcaster. This suit, Pentacles in Modern Spellcaster, is my least favorite. I don't like the squirrel association. Sorry, squirrel. Squirrel. But this pentacle image is striking. So I get the nurturing home, protecting your home. It's definitely approaching winter. But I don't get materialism. I don't get money out of this from that. This Ace of Pentacles from the Luminous Spirit Tarot. To me, when I first saw this, I thought it was a flaming motorcycle wheel. But it looks like it's a newly pressed pentacle. It's full of shiny gold. So this is about new money and home. This is called the Ace of Coins. It is from the Fountain Tarot. And this is materialistic in the extreme. They've literally put the coin on an altar, on a pedestal on an altar. And you have to work your way up to it. So this is materialistic in the extreme. Ace of Pence from the Wild Unknown, and this is nature. This is winter. This is hearth, because you could use this particular pentacle to power your stove, help you cook, whatever. And the lines, the radiating lines, don't actually come into the center where the image is, so you can figure that this is kind of rejecting light almost. It is dark, winterish. Now, Ace of Discs from the Cosmic Tribe Tarot. This is materialistic, grasping. It is using nature as an excuse to be materialistic. It's kind of like sarcastic on nature versus nurture. And finally, the Ace of Pence from the OG Mythic Tarot, and we have a harvest of grapes. This particular pentacle ace is all about money. Just he's holding it up, he's protecting it, he's showing off, saying, look at me. Look at all my shizzle. Look how rich I am. So, this guy is, show me the money. That's all he's saying to me. Now, my favorite pentacle. Ace of wood. Maybe? Maybe? No, no, no. I have 3. I can't choose. Maybe you can help me choose. Okay, we've got nature, nurture, home, health, hearth, winter, and not so much materialism, although he is protecting his pentacle from others. You can't get to the pentacle because he's placed himself in front of it. Then we have the Wild Unknown, which is nature and hearth. And, you know, I think that this gives me the best materialistic sense. On a pedestal, on an altar, always working to get there. So I think this is the unending, or the, yeah, this is the epitome of what I consider a pentacle. Then we have my favorite ace of wands. Here's my favorite ace of cups. And ace of swords. So, strength, power, being honest with yourself, contentment, embracing new beginnings, ambition, inspiration striking, being strong-willed, summer, materialism in the extreme, those are my 4 favorite aces. Be happy, be healthy, learn something new every day. This is Dee Dee signing out.